What do? And welcome to the 2,000/3,000 subscriber Q&A. Settle in, because this is going to be a very, very long video. What do? Alright, first off, I am so sorry that I am just now getting to the 2,000 subscriber Q&A. Ridiculous. The Q&A video that I published for that, asking for questions, is from April 1st. April 1st. Think about that for a second. That's ridiculous. I took way too long. I got busy, I won't lie. A lot was going on in that time. I moved. I had a lot of other issues going on. Let's not talk about that. The channel kind of exploded there for a little bit, and it was hard to keep up with things that were going on. But these are excuses. Shut up, Bumbles. Excuses. Let's get right into the questions and answers because it's going to be super long. With that said, I'm going to go as fast as possible, so get ready for speed mouth. First question, what is the most awkward moment you have ever had in your life? Also, when will you be killing Emily from Until Dawn? From yours truly, Bakarov. Most awkward moment? Every first date I've ever had. I'm awkward in general, so it's just awkward, especially when you first meet me. As far as killing Emily goes, stream? I don't know. When did you start YouTube? Which game is your favorite? Are you going to play with One Shot Girl again? My God, that's a lot of questions. This question was from Jiten Zrachamer. Anyways, I started YouTube to have fun. I needed another creative outlet, and I really enjoy making people laugh. That's just the gist of it right there. I want people to have fun. I want you to be able to get rid of all the stress you've had in your day. Come, relax. That's why I love the stream so much now, because we get to relax and just have a conversation. It's fun. It's a good time. That's why I started YouTube. What is my favorite game? I have no idea what my favorite game is, but I will tell you that all the Final Fantasies, specifically 7, 8, and 10, and hopefully 15 when it comes out very soon. We'll see. I also love any game that has a really good story and a really good soundtrack and can get to me emotionally. So think of those kind of games, and those are my favorite kind of games. This one is from Millimate. What is your favorite series from any big YouTuber ever, and why? What makes it stand out? This answer may surprise you. I know some may hate this series, but it's from PewDiePie. And he hasn't done one in a long time, but when he was doing them, they were just really good. It's YouTuber High School. If you guys haven't checked those out, they're freaking hilarious. It's using basic animation within Photoshop. I mean, it's pretty much as basic as you can get it, but it's creative, it's well done, it's funny, and I really haven't seen anybody else doing something like that. Maybe there is, I'm sure somebody is, but I haven't seen it. There it is, that series. Thank you, Millimate. This question is from Playa. If you could do one thing over in life, what would it be? Really cliche answer, but nothing. Nothing. Everything that I have done in my life, every choice that I have made has led me to the path that I am on now. It has made me the person I am now, and I really like the person I am now. So, nothing. Next question is from Planetary Ashes. If you were in one game, which one would it be and why? Oh God, this is a hard one. I guess if I could be in one game as a character, probably a South Park game, because it would be really cool to see how they would make me look in a South Park game. But, if not that, please God, just put me in a Final Fantasy game. Please! Please, just do it, please. Please. CKTV. Of your featured channels, which person is which hero from the Justice League, including yourself? Oh God. I guess the toughest decision is whether I'm going to be Batman or Superman. I'll take Batman. And you know what? Let's make Scott from Foulmouth Productions Superman. Only to see him in those red and blue tights. You know, it'd be really funny to see Superman dropping F-bombs every other word. They'd have to bleep him in every comic and every movie ever, and it would just be funny as hell. I guess you would think One Shot Girl would be Wonder Woman because she's the only woman on that list, I think. But no. Wonder Woman is going to be Gomez, aka Lan Up. That's right. Just imagine Gomez in the Wonder Woman outfit. Such lasso of truth. You know what? Since you asked the question, CKTV, aka Krios, as Belkut would say, I am going to say that you would be Aquaman. And you know why? Because I know you're afraid of open water, and I know you're afraid of sharks. It's time to conquer your fears, Chris. Do it. Next, we're going to go with the Flash. And you know who that's going to be? That's going to be Stefan, aka Millimate. You know why? Because he's quick. You know how I know that? Because Hitler told me. I'm sorry, Stefan. You know I'm fucking with you. The Green Lantern. I don't know. You know what? Let's make it Kovic. I was going to say because his logo has green in it. can't think of any other reason. But his logo doesn't have green in it anymore. Kovic, you're Green Lantern. Just deal with it, man. Take it. And I have to fill out the nugget list here with Quasi. So you get to be Martian Manhunter, man. Only because I'm imagining you with green skin, and you would look like a Shrek Martian Manhunter. Honestly, he's a cool ass character, and if Batman and Superman were there, I'd probably choose him. All right, that wraps up the Justice League. Thank you, CKTV. What the fuck was that? Emily, if you could fart any flavor, what would it be? Coconut Dream. Okay, Multiplay asks, what's the worst job you've ever had? You know what? None of my jobs were that bad. Retail sucks. I remember working retail, it definitely sucked. I had a job at a party store, you know, with balloons and shit. That sucked. I didn't like taking balloon orders and blowing them up, and plus I was the only male that worked there. That was actually a perk of the job. But yeah, it wasn't fun. It sucked. I was 16. Next question is from Millie Symbol. Will you ever do a Draw My Life video? If so, what milestone? You know what? I have thought about doing one of those videos, but the funny thing is, even going through art school and being an animator and everything, I am not that great at drawing. It would be kind of ridiculous. It'd probably be dick butt in all the pictures. But if I were to do it, it'd have to be a huge milestone. Huge. So I'm thinking, I mean, like 6 figures. If we could ever get this channel to 100,000 subs, Draw My Life. Happening. Actually, do people do animate my lives? That would be crazy. Wolf Highlights asks, how amazing is your growth? It's pretty amazing, wouldn't you say? I don't know, man. I eat lots of protein. It's all about them gains. Leslie 1266, if you had to choose between getting a PS4 and an Xbox One, which one would you pick and why? Now, this is a hard question because now we have the PS4 Pro coming out, which back in April, when this Q&A went up, we didn't know about. Well, we kind of knew. There were rumors, I think, but we didn't know. And now we have the Xbox Scorpio, codenamed Scorpio, coming out next year. Regardless of power and specs, I think you go with whatever system has, one, your most friends playing with it, so you have somebody to play with. 2, the exclusive games that you can't get anywhere else. For me, that always means Sony because they have things like God of War and other exclusives that I enjoy a lot, like Uncharted. Whereas with Xbox, I can get those same experiences on PC, especially with their initiative they have going now that most, I think all of their games are going to be cross-platform with PC. So for me, it's always going to be Sony when it comes down to a console. If I could have both, I would have both. But CJ Network asks, would you rather have 100 years of bad breath or have poison ivy for 5 years? This is easy. I'll take poison ivy. That character. The Noob Crafters ask, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? 1 wish is all I need. More wishes. 8 Up Gaming asks, have you ever thought about playing Minecraft at all? Would you recommend Bloodborne to someone who hated Dark Souls? Funny thing is, I actually tried Minecraft when it first came out to see what all the hype was. I got bored. Really fast. Really bored. Would I recommend Bloodborne to someone who does not like Dark Souls? Hell no, I wouldn't. You better rent that first, because you are going to have a bad time. Max the Viking asks, how do you have your face cam with your background in the vids? Green screen. Well, it's pretty easy. It's green screen. Chroma key. Google will help you. Digital shit. Digital Drew 92 asks, if you could forget a game so you could experience it all over again, what game would it be and why? Oh boy. I think it would be Final Fantasy VII, hands down. It holds a special place for me because of the situation I was in. I had mono, and I was home from school for about a month when that game came out, and I played it every day pretty much, and it just has really special memories for me, and I would love to experience that all over again, just not with the mono. Thanks. Asymptomatic Gaming asked, what is your most anticipated game of 2016, the one you are definitely going to be playing on the channel? Well, there are 2. It was Uncharted 4, which I have not finished yet. Don't worry, I am going to finish it. And Final Fantasy 15 is pretty much at the top. I don't know how I'm going to get that on the channel, but I'm going to get it on the channel. Maybe funny moments, maybe streams, we'll see. Taser Gaming and Reviews asks, What is your favorite YouTube channel? This is gonna really surprise you. The one channel that Allie and I watch every day after work to see what kind of hilarious nonsense is going to be said that day is Shane Dawson. Now, I know a lot of people don't like him, a lot of people like him. He's kind of like a love it or hate it kind of thing. I didn't used to like him at all. Then recently, probably ever since I started dating Allie, we were watching him. It's just been hilarious. The guy is hilarious. Off the cuff, just humor in barrels. There's also a cat channel that we watch every day. Well, whenever they upload. Actually, there's two of them now, the Maru and Suri and Noel. Suri and Noel, the quality of their videos, you're thinking, oh, cat videos, shut the hell up, man. Go look at Suri and Noel. You will be surprised by the quality of these freaking videos. Pretty damn good. If you're gonna do cat videos, that's how you should do them. As far as small YouTubers go, too many. There's too many to name. I know it's a cop-out, but there's too damn many good ones. Foulmouth Productions asks, if you had a chance to make a game, what kind of game would it be? Genre, story-driven, hack and slash, comedy, serious, etc. You know, it would be a serious, dark, emotional, story-driven game, probably an RPG. I would want to build an attachment to a character or a set of characters and then rip that character away from you. I'm evil like that. I need high-stakes, emotional drama happening in my games. That's just what I like. Amy Napkins asks, if you had a game made about your life, what genre of game would it be? Yeah, it'd be an RPG. You know, constantly leveling up, building new skills, throw in a love story and some villains, and we're good to go. Yeah. Rares310 Udria asks, what the hell kind of name is that? Do you have a secondary channel? Sort of. I don't really use it, except for when I have a new animation demo reel up. Yeah. Belcoot asks, what is the secret to your 8-pack? I just press F or triangle repeatedly. Seems to work. A Heap of Games asks, at what sub number will you shave your head for charity? Ugh. 100,000, okay? That makes two things we gotta do at 100,000 subs. I hope I never make it to 100,000 subs. Shadazzle Show asks, for newish viewers, what series would you recommend people watch first on your channel to get a real feel as to what you're all about? Well, okay, there's a couple answers here. First, probably the best of Bumbleworth in 5 minutes. You can get a real feel for the channel pretty quickly when watching those. Definitely hit the animations. Those are going to be a big part going forward. And then as far as a Let's Play is concerned, a lot of people point to the Until Dawn Let's Play and say that was one of the best on the channel. So, let's go with that one. Bad Code Plays asks, who was your inspiration to start doing YouTube, if any? You know, Bad Code, I really didn't have an inspiration to start it. I just saw other people doing it, like Pewdie and Cinnamon Toast Can and Jack, and thought, why can't I do that? And then once I got in front of the camera, I was like, oh, because you're awkward. But then I realized, oh, that's just part of the process here. You just gotta keep going at it, and then all of a sudden, you can commentate. Granted, it's probably not for everybody, but so there you go. I had influencers, but none of them actually influenced me to start. If that makes sense. Bring the King asks, what video did you spend the most time editing? Hands down, it's the animations. They take longer than any video I do to put together. I'm sure you can imagine what goes into those things. The Jack animation would be done by now if I was not slacking. I've been very hard to motivate lately to get going on that. I finish a shot in a day and then I'm like, you know, I don't really want to do anymore for a while. So then it's like weeks between when I do a shot, and it's just a lot of work. So when you think of the amount of work that goes into it, it's daunting. And I rambled way too much right there. Second is Best of Bumbles. Those take a long time, and that's mainly because I'm taking video from I'm taking all the videos from the entire month, looking for the best moments because I haven't timestamped them or marked them down previously. So I'm literally going through each video for an entire day pretty much, and then putting them together. Blackbird Game and asks, if you had the chance to give up one of your stances, but quadruple the strength of another one, would you do it? If so, which one? You know what? I'm gonna take the easy way out. After careful consideration, I decided I would not change any of my senses. I will keep them the way they are. Thank you. The Kirky Life asks, if you could revive any game series which is considered completely inactive currently, what series would you revive and why? The Legend of Dragoon. I love that game. Bring it back, please, Sony. Do it. Do it, Sony. Do it! Terry W asks, what is the longest time in one session playing a game? What is the worst game you have ever played? Favorite ice cream flavor? That's a weird one to throw in there at the end. I remember playing the Final Fantasy games a lot. I remember doing all-nighters on those a lot, so probably that. The last game I actually did pull an all-nighter for was the last Deus Ex, not this current one. And the worst game I've ever played, that is hard. I'm probably not thinking of some, and I wouldn't call this one the worst game because ultimately it's an awesome game. It's just really freaking hard. Ghosts and Goblins. Y'all remember that game? That game was hard. As far as ice cream flavor, Heath. Anything with Heath in it, put it in my mouth. Or toasted coconut. Put that in my mouth too. Thank you. Corbino asks, what is your least favorite thing about YouTube? You. You know what? In all honesty, I think it's the automated systems that YouTube has for picking out like copyright stuff, for flagging videos, that kind of things, with no manual review. We need people here. I know it's a lot of people to be manning that and to be overviewing and reviewing stuff like that, but it would make a huge difference in how abusive people are with the system. That's just my opinion. That's my least favorite thing about YouTube. The Daily Dino asks, has there been any game that you wanted to play but choose not to because of any reason? Yeah, actually any game that kind of, now with YouTube, if the window has passed to where I can make videos on it, it deters me from playing it. Like for instance, recently Overwatch, I really wanted to play that game, but the window passed and now I just don't play it because of all the other games that I have on my plate. So yeah, there you go. Gaming Kick asks, which comic movie that is coming out this year are you most excited for? And he said Suicide Squad looks awesome. Whoops, I haven't answered this question since April, so now it's outdated. There's only one comic booby. Comic booby. Oh, hashtag comic booby. There's only one comic book movie left coming out this year, I think, and that is Doctor Strange, right? There's nothing else coming out, I don't think. And I'm pumped for that. Has some serious Matrix undertones with a lot of the stuff they're doing. But bring it on, Doctor Strange. Arcane Gaming asks, if you were stuck on a deserted island and had one choice of YouTuber to be there with you, who would it be and why? Oh, crap. I guess I would have to tell Allie to start a YouTube channel. If it has to be a current YouTuber, nah, I'm not picking. I'll walk into the ocean and end it. Lanup, aka Gomez, asks, if you were a hitman, what would your assassin name be and why? And what weapon would you use? My name would be Daddy Bumblefart, and I would use my own methane gas in a canister. Mad Mike Forever asks, why did you pick the name Bumbles for your channel name, and what made you want to do animation? Bumbles was inspired by the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing. It is a character that my mom was afraid of. So I used that name for a while, and I just added an S to make it different, and it wasn't different enough, so I changed it to Bumbleworth. I actually like the way that sounds. It rolls nice. It's good. It's good. What made me choose to do animation? I had already been making little machinima movies where I got really addicted to trying to draw emotion out of people. It's a really good feeling for some reason. I really like that. So to take a character and give it life and to have you believe that it's something other than a 3D animated object is very cool to me, and it's so fulfilling. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So there you go. That's why I chose it. Emotion, pretty much. Emotion. I'm a very emotional person. I'm a Cancer. Styles Games asks, if you had 3 superpowers, what would the powers be? It could be anything, in parentheses. The power to eat as much as I want without getting fat, the power to sleep as much as I want without time passing, and the power to travel the universe. Quasi Dog asks, what are your top 3 videos you've ever made on your channel and why? Oh, God. I don't know. You know, I'm going to say, it's going to surprise you, but I'm not going to say the Pewds animation because that was a day of work. And it wasn't, I did not think it was the best of the best. I would put any of those What Do Wednesday animations over that animation as far as how much work went into them. The Jack animation that's coming, that's going to be one of the top 3. I know it's cheating to say that, but that is going to be one of the top 3 that I've done on this channel. I honestly really like the Hitman videos, the way they're edited. I would put one of those in the top 3, maybe the last one or the one before that. And then, you know what? This is gonna be surprising, but the first Sims video that Allie and I did, that was such a new experience, and I hope we can do more of that. I hope I can get her on the channel for some more games. I think it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to bounce off of each other with those with comedy. You get a feel for how we are with each other, which I think is cool to see on camera and look back on. The challenge videos. Oh shit. You know what? I'm amending this. Let's take out the Hitman ones, and let's put in the challenge video that was not the Bean Boozle one, the one where you have the headphones on and you're trying to hear what they say. The one with Allie. That one. That's 2 videos with Allie in there, and then an animation. Throw that in. Those are the top 3 videos of the channel. I know it's weird. I didn't put any gaming videos in that top 3. Let's put Hitman back in. All right, y'all. That is all of the questions from April 1st when that video went up. If you did ask a question on that, whatever the time frame I gave for that was, then you are entered in the drawing for the Soulless Project. I know that is an outdated game. I'm sorry, but it is a very cool game. I still think it's really cool. I loaded that thing up in 4K and I was like, just everywhere. Came out of every orifice. That much excitement. Maybe I will throw in another game here. Let's see. Maybe I will. I might surprise you. So, without further ado, let's get to that random game drawing, shall we? All right, here we go with the random name picker. If you asked a question, then you were entered in this. Even if it was a double question and I didn't answer it in the video, or even if I didn't answer the question in the video, you are entered in this. You have an equal chance. All I'm going to do is click that button, and we'll see who gets the Soulless Project, and maybe another game. We'll see. We'll see if I'm feeling extra specially generous. Extra generous. God, what the hell's wrong with me? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, pick. Really? Gomez, I hope you're ready for the Soulless Project. Why, out of all the people, it's Gomez? The guy I despise. The guy who wore tea bags on one of my shirts on Bumbles' head. That guy. Well, Gomez, I couldn't have scripted that any better. Thank you to everybody else who entered. I really appreciate the questions. I know it was a long time ago, and it's pathetic that it took me this long to answer it, but at least we hit another milestone and we could double up on it. Maybe I'll do something else for 3K as well. Maybe we'll do a stream. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a stream. If you enjoyed this Q&A, then please do touch the like button. Let me tell me what to do in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, a soul, not one. What do, Timmy? Yay! We've got nothing. Nothing! Tentacles! Tentacles everywhere! When in doubt, whip it out. Hello?